Howdy doody, everyone. Welcome back to our Friday Fun Time streams with Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice. We were just admiring some of the concept art and character art. I tried not to spoil other characters that will appear later on, so just press B. And just press B again. And now just press L once. And then hit load again. There you go. I believe... What's the one that, the second one? Because that's the one that happened last.
Could have just opened the autosave.
True, but...
Autosaves are for chumps. A real man saves on his own.
That's right. We were just about to cross-examine the soul-screaming truth of our rock and roll Jesus man. So, you want me to tell you what needs to be done, or whether or not you need to press or present immediately?
No, I'm gonna look through it first.
Okay. Because I'm not singing it when you're having to press or anything.
Yeah. Oops.
I only understood about half of what I'm reading, dude.
Sorry,
Autopilot, turn it off.
uh...
I suppose I should press his statements. So there's two statements specifically that you need to press in this one.
Yeah, I'll... Got it. Just a sec.
Hold it! How did Albie appear at the time?
Come to think of it, he was glancing around all chippy.
I'm not pressing anything. Oh, autoplay's on.
Yeah, so you must have pressed minus by accident.
You could tell he was up to no good. Shady, I tell you.
What's that saying about people who live in glass houses?
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need a copy of this.
I'll grab mine because I'm doing rock and roll Jesus. B.
What?
Said ah. But.
Ababa.
Well, he was about to steal the treasure, so it only stands to reason he'd look furtive.
Objection!
I'm sorry, what was that about looking fertile? The defendant admitted he was sneaking in to see the treasure box. Wouldn't that be why he was looking around?
What's that, people? Only the Holy Mother knows the truth, you say? Wrong. Please be knows the score, baby. He's loving knows the score, baby. From my lips to our Holy Mother's ears, an artist only sings what he saw there.
In other words, my reasoning isn't good enough for God Boy here.
And what did you see next, Mr. Understandin'?
Okay, so, you want me to tell you one of the statements you need to press?
That wasn't one of them?
Nope.
Oh, then I...
The very first one.
Oh, yeah, okay, I suppose.
Hold it! You say you went to the music storeroom? But how do we know you didn't go to the treasure room to steal the treasure instead?
And on what grounds would you base that accusation? Got anything to show for it?
He's right. I don't really have any proof yet. Well, you can't prove that you didn't go to the treasure room either. You stole the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Roll. So you panicked and ran into the music store room, isn't that right? Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stares from every direction?
This silence is your answer, lawyer man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed. A moment of silence to bid this lawyer's baseless claim goodbye.
Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country?
Hi, Faye.
Also, why is Kirby here?
No, no booba de fay. I'll take the hugs though.
I said before and I'll say it again, lawyer man. After the priestess's dance, I went to the music storeroom.
That's one of them.
So the other one I was going to press. That.
Yes, you are correct.
Hold it!
That is the second one.
Oh.
Where were you
No
when the
idea
power
what's
outage
happening
occurred?
right now, but then Batman's very angry.
Hey, guy.
Like I said, I was in the music storeroom. My girl had been sounding a little off, so I had to get her back in tune.
Isn't it true that you were actually in the hallway at that time?
The hallway, you say? Why would I be in the hallway?
You were waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol to the treasure room. Now that he discovered that the treasure had been stolen, you were going to kill him.
Lawyer man, justice always so full of bull. Spewing noxious lies and pulling the wool. Filthy liar through and through, and I ain't never ever gonna forgive you.
Utter lies with no evidence. As always, his claims are tenuous.
Hey, nice prosecutor. I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Someone stop their jam session, please.
I don't get how that man is even still alive.
You've made your assertions clear, defense, but your argument is rather unsubstantiated. That's not good. What's so funny, peace, love, and understanding? Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness.
Objection! You're forgetting one very important thing.
Huh?
It seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I did forget about that.
It's not like the witness planned the outage so he could take advantage of the darkness. And without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Roll and kill him.
But Mr. Payne, darkness makes herself very obvious, and in fact wants you to hurt her. Oh wait, we're not talking about the same darkness here, are we?
You're right. Even I would notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that?
What can I say about that?
Mr. Wright, your claim is completely without merit. Unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen.
Well, maybe not magically, but...
I mean, the entire idea of the Phoenix Wright series is to take situations and flip them on their head. So, if... basically, if the only way for this to happen was that he had control over the blackout, we have to prove it happened.
Yeah, it's that, and also we have to prove that there was something there that he could have influenced the power outage with.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's it. I contend the witness could have made the power outage happen, with no magic necessary.
What?
You have a theory, defense? All he had to do was make use of something shown in this diagram. What did the witness use to make the power outage happen?
The breaker? Come on.
Yeah, try to get it on the box exactly. I know it's probably not that picky, but...
I was pressing again.
The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storeroom. Is on the storeroom end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Nice try, but that theory doesn't hold water, lawyer man.
And why not?
You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up on Mr. Roll and hit him? In pitch black darkness with no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? With the lights off, that hallway is blacker than 100 midnights. You can't see the hand in front of your face. How could anybody commit murder like that? Unless it was somebody standing right in front of the victim, like the accused.
I hate when he's right, but I can't just let his point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide.
A guide through the darkness?
Something? That's more than a little vague, would you agree?
You ain't gonna move this room with a half-baked hunch like that, bro.
I already know what I need to present.
You gotta hit him hard. Really hit him, make him feel it. You hear me?
Oh, I'm gonna make you feel it.
Just like my verse, baby. Woo!
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand the witness's lyrics very well either.
But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, defense. Clear. Precise.
You know where that's come from.
Uh-oh. What do? Can you present to us something that could serve as a guide through the darkness?
And for dessert.
Angel King.
No.
I don't know what the reference is, so you're gonna have to cut me a break here.
All knives perfectly stoned.
Yeah.
He's Joey.
For some reason, I was thinking of Jared Leto's Joker.
No, it's John Wick when he goes to the sommelier.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can. Because there has to be something.
All right, let's see what you have, defense.
What could the victim have been holding that served as a guide through the darkness?
Consequences.
Oh shit, you're right.
Okay. This thing.
Well, look at what it says in the description.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I already knew it glows in the dark. I
Yeah,
remember
but
that.
just you never know, because like you could look at the picture, say that's it. Like, hey, why?
Present arms. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom.
Mr. Wright, that's a leg. You get what I'm saying. I believe the victim was holding the treasure box.
Huh?
Have you gone mad?
Well, the box glows in the dark, so you could use it as a sort of beacon.
Well, I guess you're right.
But why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box?
Oh, well, because your guess is as good as mine. What is this lawyer talking about?
Nonsense and lies again.
Just give him the death penalty already! Is there no way to win them over?
No.
Unless you know how to do rock and or roll? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Defense. Are we going to be needing those tongue shears after all? No, your majesty.
Yeah, man, do it. Then we can chip him out with this lawyer's shrieks of pain. Better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man.
You know, you're not looking very great as a Cryonese leader.
Well, you still have a tongue to scream with.
I guess I'd better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As to why the victim was holding the treasure box, it can easily be explained as thus. Brain, don't fail me now.
Oh no, he's failing me.
His brain's just like, huh? What? What reason could the victim possibly have to have been holding the treasure box? The victim was holding the treasure box because he was a security guard, a devout believer, the thief.
The thief. I knew this was going to happen. Basically, he stole it for somebody else, but he got caught, so he got... Oh, actually, no. He got axed to make it look like he was going to be the thief, but then somebody else came by.
It's more like he was a thief,
Yeah.
but he got out theft before he could. Somebody stole it before he could.
He did it. He did it for the money because his family's not doing well.
Exactly. It's an idea I just happened to stumble upon, but I think it just might be the answer, and it would turn this whole trial upside down.
His
Hello, defense? Are you still with us?
His family won't be very happy though.
Let's hear this easy explanation you promised. Isn't it possible that it was because the victim himself was the thief?
The victim?
The thief?
What kind of bull are you spewing now? Your Majesty, this guy's off his rocker.
If the victim was the thief, everything we've learned so far would all make sense. And it would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. After the morning dance of devotion, Mr. Roll went to the treasure room. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and started to take off with it. But then he ran into Albie on the Great Stairs. That's why Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albie.
And it would explain why he had his shawl over his mouth.
Mm-hmm. Then, when the blackout occurred, he got bonked. Mr. Roll was bludgeoned to death in the darkness.
He got bludgeoned to death by the darkness.
By darkness.
Okay.
We all turned to her. What? It wasn't me! I don't kill for no reason. They usually attack me first. And I like it.
Everybody just raises their eyebrow.
I mean, this explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark. And how it would have been possible for someone else than the accused to kill him. Rock and Roll Jesus isn't as tall as I thought he was going to be.
He's tall, but not that tall.
Yeah.
He's definitely still taller than Phoenix.
Do you have any idea of what you're saying?
You're unbelievable, lawyer man. I think you lost it. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll trying to roll the temple? That devout believer? That pious Curanist?
I won't allow you to disparage the victim's departed soul with unfounded allegations. I hope you're prepared to back up your claim. Of course, Your Majesty.
Oh, really? In that case, like, can we assume you have proof?
No. O'Reilly was in Apollo Justice. Uh-oh, proof, huh? Do I have any proof? But I can't back down now. Yes, I have proof. In my dreams. The proof that Mr. Roll was the thief may have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence.
Very well. Let's see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it.
Footprints, fingerprints, I'll take anything at this point. I need proof. Something that would have been involved in the theft. And that might still have some trace evidence left on it. What proof do you have that the victim might have been the thief?
Hang on.
Keep in mind, it has to be something that he must have been holding.
I know, I'm looking. Trying to think, sorry.
No, it's okay. Take your time. But you're looking in the right area.
I'm thinking the scroll.
Does he have any, is there anything that could have been on the scroll in that case?
Blood.
You're on the right track.
Because he's wearing gloves, he can't leave fingerprints.
Yes, but now here's the thing though. Which glove is the one that has blood on it?
The left hand.
Now what? Now look at all the other stuff on in the area. Is there anything else that has blood on it?
His head in the case.
So what would be the one thing we should look at?
The case.
Yeah. Take that! The defense would like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence on it that would show that the victim had held it.
Might? Better hope you turn up something more definitive than that defense.
Yes, sir, Your Majesty.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the treasure box.
The only reason why I didn't think of the treasure box right away was because I thought the treasure box was stolen along with the item, not left behind. And I realized that the photograph shows the box, of course it's still left behind.
Yeah. The key thing here, though, was the blood.
Yeah.
You are correct, because it did have blood on it. Now we're going to see if the blood is his, or if there's anything definitive on it.
There you are, defense. You're free to examine it.
If I don't find something now, my entire argument up to this point will be blown. Plus, there's that little matter of the old tongue shears. I have to find something. I just have to.
I'm guessing either in or under.
Now, to make sure I remember how to do this, I can rotate the evidence with the right stick. I can also press X and B to zoom in and out to get a better look. And if I ever get too turned around, I can just press and click the right stick to return things to their initial state. I better search every inch of this box carefully and examine everything of interest in detail with A. You'll notice if there's something that, like, if you see the hand lit up like that, there is something to look at. The lid of the box was forced open. But while the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. I'll try closing the lid, too. Now look around. That might have opened something. Hey! What? You son of a... You locked it! So? What's the big deal? I thought you could open it with the key you're wearing. Yeah, I can, no sweat! Then why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key? Sure! Okay, let's see. Where's the keyhole? Well, it's the Magatama key. So wouldn't it go in the hole above the Magatama mark? Huh? It won't open. Would you look at that? The thief must have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Really? Because I'm not so sure about that. Interesting. In any case, I'd better take another good look. I have to find proof that the victim was holding this box.
Nothing on the keyhole. I knew it.
This bloodstain. It shows the outline of a hand. Could this be what I've been looking for?
There's a finger missing.
Well, it's just the amount of blood that was splattered around. It probably missed a couple things, but that definitely looks.
It's not missing.
It is there. It's just
1, 2, 3,
4, and
It's on the flower.
oh wow, it's really spread out. Wow.
yeah, exactly.
It's on the flower.
So he must have been holding it like this.
Well, no, he could be holding it like that.
It would be awkward to hold like this because of how wide it is. So
No.
he had to have
If he
been,
has fingers like mine, and he could splay it out like this, yeah.
he would have had to have at least hugging into it like this.
Yeah. Sorry, did I skip over text?
No. Your Majesty, please take a look at this. There's a bloodstain here that outlines the shape of a hand.
Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right.
Getting somewhere. I believe the bloodstain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box.
What?
Even as he was being struck, he held on tight to the precious treasure box. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. The blood from his hand, when handled, splattered across his hand and onto the box.
So, to prove that it was his, we're going to see that it's an outline of a hand, but there won't be any fingerprints there.
Yeah.
Objection! Your Majesty, don't let yourself be taken in. It's just one more of his lawyerly deceit.
What do you mean?
Mr. Wright, where is your proof that the outline is that of the victim's hand?
What? Should have seen this.
Either show proof or prepare to meet the shears. Or you could save us all some time and bite your tongue now and submit it instead.
That I did not see coming.
Well, defense, how about it? Do you have proof that the outline is of the victim's hand?
Where would the proof of something like that even be?
There is no proof.
Please submit your evidence at this time. There is, actually. What evidence shows that the outline of the treasure box is that of the victim's hand? What was the victim's
Oh,
handprint
okay,
in?
okay, fair enough. I understand.
Take that! I've got it. This is the evidence that's going to save my beloved tongue. Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it is just so happens I have the proof you require.
You do?
It's right here in this crime photo.
It is. Where? Defense, please point it out. I'm nearsighted and need help with this.
What proves that the bloodstained outline on the box is that of the victim's hand, you ask? Yeah. Take that! Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand.
I knew the blood on the hand was going to be important later.
Most things, when you see stuff like that, you're like, it's going to be important in some way, you just don't know how.
Yeah. Oh, you already said about that? Okay.
See this? That's blood.
That's blood!
Really? I thought it was red ink.
What?
If we place Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline,
You think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter?
exactly. Here goes nothing. And if they do form one complete splatter, it would prove my theory correct.
Then the victim really was holding the box?
I'm willing to bet my life on it. The defense reasserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box.
You got evidence. I protest. There's no way they would ever match up. I assert that it's patently impossible for. How?
Talk about tongue karma. Sounds like he just bit his. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled up in there? Or were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court?
Why?
You? You protest? Well, I contest.
Mr. Wright, that was a lame joke even for you.
I can hardly believe it.
Apparently, not everything out of the defense's mouth is a bluff.
Of course not, Your Majesty. This tongue doesn't lie. And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future too, if you wouldn't mind. He never has to know that it was really was bluff.
No, not Mr. Roll. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, Alvin. I know it's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly, probably to support his family. After all, he even gave up his dream of becoming a monk to help them.
Oh, so that thing Mr. Roll would say to me? Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say.
Yeah, he was probably warning you not to end up a thief.
Mr. Roll.
Objection! Now just wait one moment! If the victim was the thief, and he was holding the treasure box, then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed.
Oh, that's a very good point. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
That's because it wasn't the murder weapon. Dude's V guitar probably is.
Objection! If the victim was holding the treasure box, it couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else.
The real murder weapon?
Or something else!
The blood was thought to have gotten on the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that wasn't the case. The blood splattered onto the treasure box the victim was holding. When he was struck with the real weapon, that's what really happened. Isn't that right, Mr. Understanding?
Are you insinuating I'm the one who used this real weapon?
Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding?
You got me
Boo.
right. I feel a song coming on.
Boo.
Looking for a weapon that does not exist. Pathetic lawyer man dropped into the abyss. Despicable lawyer man, you make me sick. You can disappear just like a magic trick.
Well, him doing that confirms that it's not this guitar.
Worthless lawyer man done in by the weapon. For you, miserable wench, popped up. I screwed up. I bit my tongue. Yeah!
I know I don't need to remind you, Defense, that your life is on the line. I know, Your Majesty. Yet you're prepared to risk it on this mere idea of a real murder weapon.
You keep mixing up the Magistries and Phoenix's voice.
I know. My voice gets undeepened at certain points. I know.
Did I forget to sing it? I'm sorry. I mixed up my shit. Sorry. Death to the lawyer.
Death to the lawyer! This is it, the moment of truth. It's the final brain cell. Do-do-do-do.
It feels like it right now.
I can't back down. Not now. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. I'm confident the real murder weapon does indeed exist.
It's the final brain cell.
That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now let's see you back it up. Show us which piece of evidence points to this real murder weapon.
Gladly. If I knew which one it was. What would somebody like Understanded use to bludgeon someone?
Now then, Defense, please submit your evidence to the court. Yeah! Let's see, lawyer man. Let's see this thing that shows the real murder weapon you say I used.
I'm asking right now, I'm going to be using the photograph. Is it too early to show that piece of evidence?
No, you are in the right area to show the picture.
Okay.
You are correct.
Take that!
I'm only asking that, folks, because sometimes you have the right idea, but sometimes the game wants you to go a little bit further before showing the actual thing that they want.
Thankfully, in this case, look at your other pieces of evidence. There's nothing really else that shows a picture of him holding something else.
Yeah.
So in this case, you are fine. You wanted to present the murder weapon was the banana peel. Sorry, but you should have shown the picture of the banana peel first.
Yeah.
Penalty. No, it doesn't do that in the first case, usually. What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility. But this thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to this photo of the morning dance of devotion.
That photo? How is that going to help you, Mr. Wright?
There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, yeah? And what's this something?
This thing here is odd, to say the least.
Take that!
Mr. Understanding, why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you played in the photo? You're playing in the photo.
Would you look at that? They're completely different shapes.
I believe you said your Damalon was your one and only.
Well, Mr. Understanding, what do you have to say to that? I've got nothing to say.
Then allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. Not after you used it to bludgeon Mr. Roll to death.
My old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought her sister along, that's all. Not a big deal, lawyer man.
In that case, please submit your old Domelon to this court as evidence.
Too bad. You're too late. I got rid of her yesterday.
You what?
Burned her up with the rest of the trash. Ashes to ashes, baby.
No! He already destroyed the evidence?
And I see more trash right here in this court that needs to burn in the fires of hell. Lawyer trash.
Now there's no proof to show.
Oh, come on. That was pathetic. You're right. You should sound better than that. Where's that great scream of yours?
This is how it ends?
I think I've heard enough. It seems the defense is unable to produce the evidence it needs to prove its assertion.
But your magistrate, that's only because the witness destroyed it.
Evidence is everything in court. Don't tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession.
Without sufficient proof, your claim that Mr. Understanding is the murderer is no more than conjecture.
There's the pained expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting.
What is it now?
You accused Mr. Understanding of being the thief, but the real thief turned out to be the victim.
Uh-oh.
And with that, Mr. Understanding purported motive for murder goes out the window.
Ah! Great point, prosecutor. You tell him. If I had been there, it would have been collared. I would have just collared Roll and gotten the treasure back. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now. Was there?
Calling it now, we're about to flip it on its head. What if there was a reason why he couldn't?
Well, didn't Mr. Roll say something interesting to Albie when he was holding him up?
I don't remember what was said.
I think he said something along the lines of, Albie, did you take it?
That means he already opened it and it was missing.
Yeah, that means when Roll was stealing the treasure box, it was already empty. And considering that the box usually weighs a certain amount with something in it, you could probably feel that it was empty.
Yeah.
There's no good counter-argument to that.
Sounds to me like Mr. Understanding has been completely wrongfully accused. Unfortunate as it may be, I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case.
Good.
Defense, I trust you understand what
You yourself will receive for taking on this case. What do I do? The murder weapon's been destroyed, and now I've got no motive. Or I'll be convicted, and I'll lose my life too.
Mr. Wright, you've wasted this court's time and disparaged everything we hold sacred. We should charge you with these lese majesty in addition to the crime of abetting the accused.
Yeah, you should pay for desecrating my good name. Bye-bye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repenting in the Twilight Zone.
This guy is guilty of sin. I just know it. He must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll. What?
Come on, people, let me hear you scream and shout. Time to take this lawyer trash out.
Exterminate!
Annihilate.
Exterminate!
Annihilate. The thing to do at a time like this is to turn my thinking around. Shouldn't be trying to figure out what Understanding's motive is. I should be thinking about what kind of situation would give him a motive.
Did you steal it, he said.
We know that Mr. Roll was the thief, and he had gotten his hands on the box. So then why? why in the world did he ask Albie that question? What about the treasure box would have prompted him to? Ah!
Defense, what's gotten into you?
Now I get it. Now it all makes sense.
Like Pulgonka, man, what you trying to say? Muttering and squealing to yourself sounds like you knocked something loose upstairs.
Your Majesty, please hold off on your ruling for just a little while longer.
Don't tell me you're going to start begging for your life.
No, Your Majesty, that's not it. It's just that I realized something important. We've been operating under a serious misconception this whole time.
A misconception, you said?
That's right. A mistaken notion about the treasure box. Could this really be true? If so, there's still a lot to figure out.
Very well. Let's hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, this is just more of his nonsense. He's stalling for time.
This is your last chance, Defense. The second I find it really is nothing but nonsense, no amount of begging will stay my hand, understand?
Yes, Your Majesty.
We all know this is going to give... We all know that this is just going to be another one of your stupid bluffs.
Now then, Defense, what is this misconception you mentioned?
The thing we didn't realize about the treasure box was that it wouldn't open, it was gone, it was empty. What if the treasure box was already empty from the start?
What?
What?
Please recall that when Mr. Roll ran into Albie on the Great Stairs, he asked the boy a question.
Did you steal it? He said.
Also recall that Mr. Roll was holding the treasure box at the time. So why then did he ask Albie the question that he did?
That is a bit peculiar, isn't it?
Not at all, Your Majesty. Not once you realize that by the time Mr. Roll got to the treasure room, the treasure box was already empty.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Roll suspected that Albie had gotten to it first, which is why he confronted Albie when he ran into the boy on the stairs.
Objection! But how would the victim have known that the treasure box was empty? He didn't have any way of opening it.
Objection! Once a year, the victim had a duty of carrying the treasure box to the palace.
He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite.
He would have been able to tell by the weight when he lifted it that the box was empty.
Ah, I see. Yes, I suppose he would have been able to tell, wouldn't he?
Mr. Roll most likely decided to at least steal the treasure box. It's an important historical artifact in and of itself.
Yeah. What's your point, Mr. Wright? What does any of this have to do with Mr. Understanding?
My point is this. It gave Mr. Understanding a motive to murder the victim.
A motive?
Mr. Understanding, keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, isn't it? So if anyone had found out that the treasure was missing, you would have been accused of incompetence. From the moment Mr. Roll discovered that the treasure was gone, his fate was sealed. Because you decided then that he had to be silenced forever.
But that's absurd!
What's absurd is your haircut.
Can you believe the stuff that comes out of this guy's mouth? It's all just a colossal joke. So then, what really happened to the treasure?
It had been stolen long before this incident occurred by Mr. Please Love and Understanding himself.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to accuse Mr. Understanding? Your Majesty, please don't listen to these trumped-up charges. The defense is grasping.
Objection!
The treasure box can only be opened with the key Mr. Andestanden holds. Who else could have stolen the treasure?
Well, not Mr. Andestanden, because as you can see, his key doesn't fit the keyhole right now.
And trust me, Mr. Payne, I have firmly grasped it.
Objection!
As I said, the accused stole the treasure by forcing open the box.
If that was the case, the lock would have been destroyed.
Unless...
Your Majesty, I call for a swift ruling.
Unless it was
I'm not ready to give my verdict yet.
What?
The defense has successfully presented a new possibility in this case. Yes! Finally, a tiny shred of hope. Mr. Andestanden, would you care to make any statements in response to the defense's claims?
Sorry, I didn't know that was gonna,
It's fine, it's fine. It makes more sense then.
This is all bull! My noggin's a rage cage and it's ready to explode, baby!
Instructor Andestanden, please calm yourself. You're scaring the children.
I'm not gonna take it! No, I ain't gonna take it!
you know what that's a reference to, right?
Yep.
We ain't gonna take you. No.
I dutifully watched over that treasure with pride! And now I'm getting accused of stealing it? This lawyer is a lying scumbag!
What, no rhyme? Okay.
You better believe I got something to say! Open up your ear holes, sheeple! Let's rock!
Death to the lying lawyer. I'm sorry, I got tired of singing it.
I mean, if you want me to do it.
No.
Okay. This is called Please Die.
We hate you, please die.
Yeah.
Sweet, I love this. All right. Never get tired of seeing that animation. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lying lawyer. Steal the Founder's Orb? Me? I did.
I did it. I did it. This lying lawyer's himself know no limits. All this time I guarded the orb faithfully. Sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Forth the box open, no key did he need. Lying lawyer, condemn him to hell. Kick him, throw him into a prison cell.
Alright, we've now heard from both sides. Either the treasure box was forced open by the accused as the witness claims, or Mr. Andestanden opened it, as the defense claims. Defense, this is your last chance to cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Majesty. If you are unable to prove your assertions by the end of this cross-examination,
Then the DC Act will come into play, and and both of you and the accused will lose your lives.
I understand. Life or death, it all comes down to this.
Mr. Wright.
Don't worry, Albie. I'm here to defend you. I promise it'll be all right.
Thank you. I believe in you, Mr. Wright. I know you can win this for sure.
I have a secret trick up my sleeve, too, don't you worry. If they use the DC Act on me, I'll just pull out the Marvel principle.
And after we win, we can go see Miss Maya together.
It's a deal. I can't let Albie down. I have to win this trial. Somehow, I have to prove that only Andestanden could have stolen the treasure.
Do your worst, lawyer trash. This is your requiem. The last song you'll ever hear on this mortal coil. I call it the Requiem of Spirits.
Alright, so there's once again one statement you need to press on beforehand. I'm not sure if you caught it, but it does seem pretty... It's instrumental. This is it, my last chance to tell.
Sorry.
It's alright, it's just all nonsense. Not
Yeah.
gobbledygook stuff, anyways. Hold it! The defendant didn't force the box open? That's a lie. In fact, you're the one who opened it, isn't that right?
Come on! You just saw for yourself, didn't you? The lock was busted on account of the box being forced open.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's your proof right there.
Score one for the metalhead.
Look, if the accused really did try to force his way into the box, then how do you explain why the lock was busted and wouldn't open up for you earlier?
How do I explain why the box wouldn't unlock earlier? Maybe there's...
A different key.
I'd like to suggest that a different key is required to open.
A different key?
To open the box?
As we saw earlier, the box wouldn't open with Mr. Understanding's key. Which means that a different key, the true key, must exist.
Hit me? Of course not.
You can't prove that it doesn't exist.
Just calm down a second and think about it, lawyer man. Why in the world would I bring a fake key here with me?
Why, you ask? Well, because... Well, I guess you got me there.
Looks like the babbling brook you call a mouth has dried up at the source, defense.
Darn, I messed that one up. Witness, please continue with your testimony.
Okay, so it has
You're
to
on
be the other one.
Yeah, you're on the right track. Just go back.
No. Mash.
Hold it! Just skip through the rest of this. Because I'm not reading this.
I don't blame you.
And then just choose the different.
Different way to open it.
There's a different way to open the box.
Huh? What are you talking about?
There's a secret trick to opening it, to protect its contents from being stolen. And you're the only one who knows how it works, isn't that right?
Are you for real? You've been watching too many movies, lawyer man.
Ah, so you're one of those tourists. Honestly, Mr. Wright, did you come to expecting magic and mystery around every corner?
I'll have you know, defense. The Kingdom of Kurine is not some sort of fantasy funland.
What Final Fantasy?
I was expecting that to be longer.
It's true I don't have any real grounds to make that assertion, and yet...
Oh yeah, I feel another song coming on. A little number about a crazy lawyer with wild fantastic ideas. The real method to open the lock, you say? Delusional man, there ain't no other way.
Ah, a new verse. Please do add it to your testimony, Mr. Aniston. Now, don't rush to conclusions just yet.
I'm pressing it.
Yes, exactly.
I don't have any. I don't have any evidence to show that yet.
Hold it! Delusional, am I? We'll see about that.
Wild ideas, that's called delusion. Mixed up lawyer drowning in confusion.
Indeed, the defense's sinful wrongdoing has made him lose touch with reality.
Let's hear it. What'll it be? For the sinner's flight of fantasy. Fancy.
Honestly, fantasy rhymes better in terms of like
It feels like
syllables.
it's a better verse.
Yeah.
Nothing, because I'm not the delusional one. I just know there's got to be some secret trick to opening the treasure box.
Oh, really? And where exactly is this secret hidden?
The secret is obviously hidden in... Well, I don't think there was really a secret with the box. Because it seems pretty self-explanatory. Maybe there's a secret involving the key. It's obviously some secret hidden in the key.
Yeah, that was not clear in anything that I've seen so far, so I didn't know.
Yeah, because, like, obviously there's nothing wrong with the box itself. Because, like, the way that we're using the key doesn't seem to be right. Yeah. I'd like to examine it if you please. You don't know when to quit, do you? Here, go ahead. Examine it all you like. Nothing. I don't see a thing.
Well, Defense, what have you discovered?
I'm afraid I haven't discovered anything, Your Majesty. Here, I'll return it now.
I told you, didn't I tell you?
Yes, you told me.
There's just no reasoning with this man. The accused forced the lock open. There's no other explanation.
That's right! He desecrated the box by opening it without using this Mitama key!
Wait, what did he just say?
I'll say it as many times as I have to get it through that thick lawyer skull. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure. Force it and reap the founder's displeasure. Yeah!
For the forgetful defense's sake, could you please add that to your testimony?
If I have to, carve it into your brain, lawyer man.
Did you catch his mistake?
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be Magatama?
Yeah, look, he's saying the Mitama key. Look at the key in your evidence.
Well,
Hold it!
press the wrong button.
I'm not reading that.
Blah, 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 blah. They can change shapes. I mean,
That's not out of the realm of impossibility if you're in Metal Gear Land. Again, I'm not reading any of that.
like everything. Magatama key. Yeah, it's not a Magatama though. Because Magatamas are a closed loop. This is an open.
It's in what he said specifically.
Okay.
R. Yeah, look at the key. It says Magatama key, not Matama key.
So I just have to present that.
Yep. Objection! Just a minute, Mr. Understanding. You just called your key the Mitama key, didn't you? But didn't you originally say it's called the Magatama key?
Yeah! The Mitama key? What's that?
I don't know, Your Majesty. But apparently, it's a rather crucial question.
What's the big deal? So I said the wrong thing. So what? Simple slip of the tongue.
An A for effort, Mr. Wright, but your grandstanding betrays your desperation. I'm afraid a small slip of the tongue like that adds absolutely nothing to your argument.
What say you, Defense? Is it an important detail? Judging by Understanding's reaction, I'd say it's everything my argument needs. Yes, Your Majesty, it's very important. This key is apparently not the Magatama key, but rather the Mitama key. And I believe this discrepancy holds great significance for the defense.
Nah, man, just a meaningless mistake. Insignificant. You're riding the crazy train to nowhere, lawyer man.
Your Majesty, please don't pay the defense any heed. It's all nonsense.
To tell the truth, I'm not really clear on what the defense is driving at myself. However, I am eager to find out.
What?
Defense, you will explain yourself like your life literally depends on it, because it does. Now then, is the name of the key an important detail? Yes, it is absolutely an important detail, I think. Because the Mitama key is connected to the Founder's Orb.
I see. Very well. In that case,
Please show the court the grounds on which you are basing this claim. The grounds, Your Majesty? You can, of course, show grounds, can you not, defense? Of course. What else can I say? I have to come up with something, anything, even if it's just a bluff. The Mitama key, Mitama. There has to be something somewhere that ties Mitama and the orb together.
Don't keep me waiting, defense.
What evidence shows a connection between the Mitama key and the Founder's orb?
The symbol on the lock.
Don't jump to detail. Don't jump to conclusions. Look through everything.
Wait, no, it's not. It's not at all. That's a closed loop as well.
Look through everything that you have.
I will. I mean, the Karainese symbols are all non-closed loops.
I think it's just artistic interpretation, honestly.
Yeah. Mitama.
The Founder offers divine protection when the butterfly embraces the Mitama.
Take that! What's that? The Song of Ceremony?
All this time, the answer was right there in front of me. It's right there in the Song of Ceremony performed during the Dance of Devotion. Your Majesty, the Song of Ceremony tells of the treasure of the founder of Kurinism. But hidden within its lyrics is the secret behind how to really open the treasure box.
Oh. Holy
Mother of Pearl!
Mother!
Wait.
But how can that be, defense? The Song of Ceremony contains the following lyrics. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. I believe the Mitama here refers to the Mitama key.
Well, yes, it is the same word, but that doesn't mean...
We've been calling this key the Magatama key. And that's why I inserted the key into the lock with the Magatama design on it. But that was obviously not the right way to use it.
And I suppose you know the right way?
I do, Your Majesty. To use the key properly, you have to first flip it vertically or flip it horizontally. All I have to say is, look at the key's design, and then look at the other designs that you've been seeing throughout the game. Notice anything different? I thought so too. You have to first flip the key horizontally. Flip it horizontally? And what good would that do exactly? The design up there.
Oh, it's upside down.
Yeah, so you have to flip it vertically.
Oh, because everybody else, all the other symbols, like his hat, shows it the correct way.
Yeah, but like you have to look at it on the other side. It would turn the Magatama key into an Amitagam key.
Ugh. Alright.
Oops. That's right. My apologies. It's a simple joke. Sorry. What you have to do is flip it vertically.
Wow, I didn't even give me the chance. Just like...
It's more like, if you got it wrong, like, there's only one other option to select. If we turn the Magatama shape upside down like this...
Amatagam? No.
It's a bad joke. Move on.
Still. Now it looks like a flame.
It becomes the Kurinese symbol of the soul. In other words, Amitama.
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
But now, what do you do with it? It's too big to fit into the lock that way.
Then it goes from underneath up.
Oh,
Hey, that's me.
Wow, you're really good at copying my voice.
Thanks, I practice.
I knew he was just bluffing. Bluffs and lies are the only tools of his trade, after all.
There must be some other place this key fits, but where? Let's see. What were the words of the Song of Ceremony again? When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, a favor of the orb is bestowed. Where should the Mitama key actually be used?
Here. I don't see a hole.
Just select, because it said the butterfly, right? Just select the butterfly.
It's the only thing on here, so yeah, it has to be here.
Yeah.
Got it!
Oh! Cool.
Do. My goodness! The treasure box, it really opened! No way, man!
What? No!
They're gonna need to make a new box.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
It's not broken.
is the real secret behind the Song of Ceremony. It's the true key to opening the treasure box.
No, because a bunch of civilians just saw how the box was open.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
It's all over, Mr. Payne.
Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be because the box itself is a landmark treasure as well.
How so?
Let's say someone was fooled into trying to force the front-facing lock open. Sadly for them, it won't budge. That's because the lock is, after all, just a decoy.
Then what you're saying is...
Neither the victim nor the defendant wouldn't have been able to open the box. They, therefore, had no way of stealing the treasure. The only one who could have stolen it is the one man who knew about the Mitama key. He's love and understand it. But I'm not done yet. Please recall the scene of the crime. On the floor by Mr. Roll's body was the very unlocked and very open treasure box. Only someone who knew how to open the box could have left it in that state. And so, there can be only one true culprit. Admit it, Mr. Understanding, you're the one who killed Mr. Roll.
Yeah!
Watch out, he's forward smashing!
Yeah!
Huh? Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
Jeez.
Curse him! It's all his fault! Why do you have to try to steal the treasure? Why did I have to spot him with that box on my way to the storeroom after the morning dance? It's his fault I had to cause that blackout and block him good! I'll mace you good! Couldn't let my secret get out. Nobody could know the treasure box was empty. Lose my position as a monk. Who knows what else they'd do to me? I had to stop him.
What a shocking development. I can scarcely believe it. Nothing like this has ever happened since the DC Act was enacted 23 years ago.
Yeah.
No! My perfect, unblemished record! Destroyed!
Again.
The incredible pain ruined! No!
Hat falls off. Yeah. Now he's complete.
Bald!
Now he's completely bald.
My eyes! Did the lawyer really win? I can't believe it.
No way! This can't be happening!
Peace. I said peace. Honestly speaking, I'm just as shocked as everyone else. But the truth has been made known, so it's time for me to give my verdict. In the name of the Holy Mother, this court finds the accused, I'll be your guide, not guilty.
Ah!
Bald! Pretty.
Pink.
You know, maybe court in Kurine isn't so bad. April 24th, 1:36 p.m. High Court of Kurine. Accused lobby. There's still quite a commotion. People from the gallery show no sign of clearing out. I can't believe it! Not guilty!
I'm still in shock. Can you believe that guy?
I can feel everyone's eyes on me. This can't be happening! It's impossible!
Oh, Holy Mother, preserve us!
I've never been in a defendant lobby quite this uncomfortable.
Mr. Wright!
Oh, Albie!
Thank you! Thank you so much for what you did for me! I mean...
Did to you?
What did I do to you? Show me where on this doll.
Wait, what did I do to you? I don't remember what happened 8 minutes ago.
Worf! Adorable puppers.
I'm just glad it turned out okay. It was touch and go there for a while.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Wright. I had a really hard time trusting you at first.
That's okay, Albie. I know how unpopular lawyers are in this country. They're unpopular where I come from, too.
Oh, the little puppers soothing him with your kisses.
Aw. Shadow's a good boy. But how did it ever get this way in the first place?
Allow me to explain. At least, I wish I could explain. But I don't really know why. I never even questioned it before today. By the time I was born, all the lawyers were already gone. As far back as I can remember, verdicts have been based on her benevolence's insights.
Right. Rafa, the royal priestess.
You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair. Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality.
They have been proven to be impartial in my country. There's a little something called the DL6 incident.
No, not only that, but, like, if the soul called up in the first place wasn't exactly on the up and up, they'll lie.
Yeah, there's that, but there's also the fact that Gregory Edgeworth actually lied to protect his son because he thought his son killed him.
Yeah.
For her part, I'm sure she really believes in what she says, but even with her benevolence's divination seances, lawyers are still necessary. Without proper defense, people could easily wind up receiving wrongful convictions.
Mr. Wright? Shh!
Huh?
Don't say that so loud! People might think you're a rebel! You could be arrested!
A rebel?
That's right. One of those people going against our queen and the court system. They call themselves the Defiant Dragons. And they're led by a scary guy named Dirk. They'll do anything to overthrow her eminence, even commit crimes.
Dirk. I remember people in the gallery mentioning that name.
Dirk.
So now there's two big figures that'll come into play eventually. One of them is Dirk, and then there's another one that we're going to meet in just a second.
The Great Amaterasu?
You'll see.
The things you're saying sound a lot like the stuff they say. But you're not scary like that Dirk guy.
Pardon the intrusion!
Oh.
You! Yeah, you! I want to talk to you, see? Flight, was it?
Why does he have gems that I can find and... Never mind.
Right, sir. Phoenix Wright. And you are? I'm the Kyrides Minister of Justice. The name's Inga Karkul Karine.
What's the play on words on this one?
I don't think there is a play. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up. I'll look it up.
Inga Karkul Karine.
I'll look it up later. But now here's the thing: do you want to voice Dirk or do you want to voice him? Because he has a J.K. Simmons vibe.
I know it is.
Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Pictures of Spider-Man.
Exactly. That's the kind of voice that I would give him.
I'm the Kyrides Minister of Justice. The name is Inga Karkul Karine. I oversee the whole legal shebang. I was watching the three-ring circus in there.
You were? Wow, the Minister of Justice.
I knew there's something about it.
That's not his full name.
Well, don't spoil it then. Don't spoil it then, because that'll be a joke for that'll be something for.
I'm guessing part of the name is cruel. Okay.
Just the
Did you read it?
yeah.
Okay.
Wow, Minister of Justice. So he's in charge of the entire court system, Defense Culpability Act and all.
His full name is the longest name of any Ace Attorney character to date, having 76 letters.
Jeez. Okay. That's as far as I want you to.
Yeah.
Because we'll find out eventually.
Yes,
Minister Inga, how are you, sir? Roll along, Monk. Grown-ups are talking here. Yes, sir. Very sorry, sir.
May I help you with something?
Just wanted a good look at you. Guys like you aren't exactly a dime a dozen around here. Huh. Well then.
He's eyeing me like some kind of exotic creature in a cage.
Oh yeah, might as well share this little morsel with you. Turns out Roll was a seasoned thief. A repeat offender, see? Had my men look into it, they all found the booty he'd pilfered right here in his digs.
But he seemed like such a nice man. Why, Mr. Roll? Why?
Guess he was doing it for the family. What a mook.
A mook? How can you say that?
That's what he is, a mook.
Guess that kind of sob story gets you common folk all misty-eyed, huh? Anyway, another thing. I had my men check out that Anastandard fella, too. He wasn't the one with the sticky fingers. It's the insurgents.
What?
They put the squeeze on our head monk, apparently. So we gave up the Founder's Orb and tried to keep it hush-hush.
Wow, I see. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, say, White. That was a cute little number you pulled in my courtroom today, wasn't it? First not guilty ruling in 23 years. You're making waves, see? Stirring the pot. Catch my drift?
Oh, well, I'm in for it now.
But thanks to that song and dance, we know our precious national treasure got nicked. So I'm gonna call it a wash and let it slide this time.
But all I did was defend the accused.
You do best to read between the lines here, chump. You're standing on thin ice, you get my drift? Even a dirty, no-good-nick punk knows to cash in his chips before the house steps in. Do us both a favor and keep an eye on the path you're walking down. You never know whose toes you might be stepping on. This ain't your turf, buddy. Never forget whose soil it is you're standing on.
Yikes. He was kind of scary, wasn't he?
Albie, you didn't tell me J.K. Simmons was running your country.
I want pictures of Spider-Man!
You have a superhero here, too? We have one at home. He's called the Steel Samurai. Yeah, well, no use worrying about it. We have more important things to think about. Such as when we can continue the sightseeing tour.
Tour? Oh, any time, sir. We still have plenty of time until Miss Maya's training ends. And there are still lots more temples to see and all kinds of local foods to eat. I can show you the natural beauty of the area and the waterfalls. I haven't shown you the breathtaking meadow view for the Plaza of Devotion yet. And then there's this place where you take from Great View of the Twilight Road. All right.
Slow down, Albie. There's plenty of time.
And when we're done with that, we can go to Miss Maya to see Miss Maya together.
Yeah, you bet. Maya. Wonder how she's doing. Hope she's okay. Just him with Albie. Hell yeah, brother! Dab me up, son!
Uh-oh.
So, how about that not guilty, Dirk? I heard. Sounds like the winds of change are beginning to stir.
That voice sounds familiar.
Maybe you could do both, because I definitely want to do the other guy at a certain point.
What, Dirk?
That was Dirk, and then there's the other dude. I kind of want to be the other dude.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I can do both. That's up to you. Right, save.
I don't think I could do Dirk's deep voice.
All right, we'll save here. Do you wanna start the magical turnabout?
We have 8 minutes.
Josh isn't here yet. It's that's right. It's Teresa.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not Josh's turn this time.
And where is he?
I have no idea.
He may be a little bit late. Do you at least want to see the opening cutscene?
Sure. But we're not
Is that
playing
okay?
further than that.
No, that's fine.
It still hasn't hit the time yet, so yeah, we can get away with it. I'm gonna let you hold
Episode
up control.
2.
My arms getting tired.
Episode 2, the magical turnabout.
Wait. Where's my daughter? Why are we in Alice in Wonderland?
Shh. Watch, and you'll find
Wait, that
out.
is his daughter.
Behold my might!
Oh my gosh.
It's magic. You uncultured simpleton.
Is she gonna turn into a knight? No, okay.
Shame on you, Mr. Rias! No! Using magic for evil!
When did this turn into Yu-Gi-Oh?
I was about to say, it's like
Magical hats!
April 27th, 10 a.m. Penrose Theater, stage. And that's how the evil magician Mr. Rios was defeated.
That's her brother, isn't it?
See you in it for Act 2, everybody!
Brava, Chrissy. Wow, Apollo, wasn't that a great trip?
You bet! I've never seen such great magic such a great magic act.
Did you know that you could feature Chrissy's show on TV this morning? Penrose Theater, a well-known gateway to success for entertainers. It's here at this famous theater that we'll finally get to see Trucy Wright, Trucy Ingram,
Grammari. It's pronounced Grammari. Nope, you're right. You're good.
the long-awaited revival of the magic of Greek grammar.
Grammari.
Whatever.
Grammar?
It's pronounced Grammari. They explain it in Apollo Justice.
You were the one that started me saying grammar.
Yeah, you
I
did
know,
say grammar.
I know, but I actually replayed Apollo Justice, and that's how Balance specifically presents the explanation.
Wow, that explains why there's a TV crew here to cover the show.
Let's this opportunity
Oh, you finished
to
the first
promote the Wright Anything Agency too. After all, people look up things they see on TV, right?
The only reason why we don't talk over her is because it's really hard for the mic to pick her up. But wouldn't they be looking up the talent part, and not the law part of our agency?
Mamma mia, you're right. We'd get nothing but requests from Trucy's fans, wouldn't we?
Peach apple. I know, I tried it. It's actually really good. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh well, guess we'll just have to make it the old-fashioned way.
Nice.
My name is Apollo Justice. I'm a rookie lawyer with only about 2 years of experience under my belt. We're here to see Trucy's magic show. She's a fellow member of our agency. We came on behalf of our boss, Mr. Wright, who's away on a trip.
Oh no.
Oh, and did you hear Paula? Even though it's only her debut, the shows are completely sold out.
What? Really? That's amazing.
Voila! A star is born. Who knows how far she'll go? At this rate, nothing in the world can stop us.
You realize this has nothing to do with you, right? This is Athena Sykes. She's another member of our agency. She may not look it, but at just 19 years old, she's a lawyer as well.
What do you mean she may not look it? Of course I look the part.
Care to explain how exactly?
Aw, come on, Art.
Stop treating me like a child.
That gadget around Athena's neck that spoke just now, that's Widget. Widget helps Athena out with her special field of expertise, analytical psychology. He also has a habit of blurting out whatever Athena's really thinking.
Yeah, this little guy can be a little unruly at times.
Hey, upgrade me already.
Jeez.
That wasn't me, I swear. Your attention, please. The show will restart after a 20-minute intermission. We ask that you please be back in your seats before the next act. Thank you.
I get the thing, but you're the closest to the mic. Hey, why don't we go say hi to Trucy in her dressing room during the break?
Oh, yes, that's supposed to be a big star. I'm so nervous. What should I say to her?
Whatever you usually say to her at the office every day?
So, Savari.
Savari! Oh, hey, Gavin.
Penrose Theater.
Apparently Gavin was there and gave her flowers.
Gavin was here. Jinxie Tenma was here.
Okay, yeah.
And Le Miroir was here.
Ah, yeah. What else reference do we see here? Besides her family.
You'll see.
Wait, who's the guy in green and purple? I don't recognize him at all. Is he new for this?
He's new for this.
Okay. Oh, that's Steel Samurai. Am I missing anything in the bottom corner? I'm just checking references, sorry.
Yeah.
So this is Trucy's dressing room. Looks like she's busy over there with someone.
Could you sign this, please, ma'am?
Sure thing. Just the one sheet in this clipboard, right?
A fan asking for Trucy's autograph, maybe?
I don't think so. It looks like some kind of contract.
Thank you very much. I'll get this to the producer right away.
Great, thanks. Oh, Polly, Athena, you came.
Of course, congratulations on your big debut.
Thanks.
Who was that just now, by the way?
Somebody from Take-Two TV. They want to turn Mike's magic show into a TV special. They're planning to broadcast it nationwide. Can you imagine?
Wow, you really are a big star.
Hey, can I get your autograph later, Druzy?
Sure. My signature's in high demand today. Would you like one too, Polly?
Yeah, actually, I would.
Oops. Looks like I ran out of flyers, so I'll have to sign your forehead instead.
Hey, knock it off. Just forget about the autograph, even though I have plenty of space up there.
Hey, I don't have a 5-head. Shut up.
This is Trucy Wright. She's a magician and Mr. Wright's adopted daughter. She's becoming quite renowned in the magic world these days for her impressive skills.
A lot of people get this wrong, but Apollo's actual job is being my magic assistant.
No, you're the one who gets it wrong.
Am I, though? Am I?
Ooh, think you can do that trick you always do at the office for me, Juicy?
The magical bloomers.
Okay. Behold, the wondrous magic that can make anything disappear. 3, 2, 1, ta-da! My magic panties are an extra-dimensional galaxy.
Why do they call it panties when those are clearly bloomers?
It's the joke, that's the joke.
Bravo, Juicy, bravo.
Okay, but why do you always have to make my attorney's badge disappear?
Well, that's because out of everyone at the Wright Anything Agency, you're the one I get the best reaction out of.
That doesn't make my poor badge feel any better. If back my badge. Thanks again for inviting us, Trucy.
Thank you for coming.
Your show sure packs a wallop. I nearly fell out of my seat when that dragon showed up. And when it attacked you, whew, I was terrified, even though I knew it was all just a part of the show.
That's good, because that trick is the crowning glory of Act 1. I'm really glad you're enjoying the show.
I gotta go.
Okie dokie,
Peace.
bye-bye.
Like,
Nom, 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 nom.
I heard your shows are completely sold out, Juicy. They see your fans were all over the tickets the instant they became available. Like hungry wolves going after their prey.
Also, Faye, if you're still listening, I see that message. Sounds like you've made a loyal pack of followers for yourself already, Trucy.
But you two are the only ones who got a special VIP invitation from me. Today's just a dress rehearsal for the performers, staff, family, and friends.
A general probe, huh? That's what they call it in Germany.
The real show isn't until the day after tomorrow.
By the way, are you going to finally do your magic penny trick on stage after the Wright?
Sorry to disappoint anyone who came just to see my magic panties. But my next trick is completely new. I'm debuting it today.
Ooh, a new trick, huh? Are you gonna chop the pile up into little layer bits?
Funny, I don't recall ever agreeing to anything like that.
Well, it does sound like a good idea. Today's trick is a totally new Troop Grammari original. The entire future of the troupe is riding on the success of this special new trick.
How so?
This show is really important to me. It isn't like any of the other shows I've done. As the rightful heir to the Troop Grammari repertoire of magic, this show is my first chance to unveil the tricks I've inherited.
So after this dialogue, we're gonna save and pause?
Yes.
Cool. Troop Grammari, right? Grammari, huh?
Yeah, I have a poster of them hanging right over there.
See that. Feels like it's been ages since I've seen a picture of them. Troop Grammari was a group of magicians who dominated the magic world in their day. Trucy is the sole heir to the troupe's entire repertoire of stage magic, even though I'm related. Huh? Who's this guy in green and purple on the left here?
Oh, that's the great Mr. Rius, the other magician in today's show. He used to belong to Troop Grammari too, a long time ago.
Hey, so tell us more about the special magic you're going to reveal today.
It's a secret Troop Grammari trick left behind by my late granddaddy, Beefy Grammari. It's never been performed before, so this is the first time it'll be seen by the public.
The grand unveiling, huh? No wonder she's been working so hard.
Well, I'd better get going.
Huh? Where to?
To practice my act, of course. The show's only a few days away.
You're really pushing yourself. Didn't you practice until late last night, too?
Yup, because everything's gotta be just right.
Trucy inherited all of Troop Grammari's magic tricks from her father when he died. I cannot speak today. And the troop's entire legacy is now resting on her shoulders. No wonder she's feeling the pressure. Looks like everything's going well today, though. I mean, that last trick was perfect.
Grace under pressure, that's me. After all, a true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. That's the Troop Grammari creed.
It's hard to believe you've accomplished so much, even though you're still in high school.
But to tell you the truth, I'm actually pretty nervous.
Who wouldn't be? Oh, I bet this would do the trick. You'll be fine, Trucy! If anybody can do it, you can!
Polly, that was just the boost I needed. Thanks.
Apollo's fine. He sure has a way of really hitting you right in the heart. And in the ears.
Fine! Enough nagging on my voice already.
Oh, right, this is right. Juicy? Oh, hi, Bonnie.
Oh no, it's Bon Bon!
It's almost time for the second act. Oh, okay, thanks. Well, Apollo, Athena, enjoy the rest of the show.
Break a leg, Juicy.
Thanks, I will.
I hope the new trick goes well.
Hey, this is Trucy we're talking about. She'll be fine.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure.
Huh?
Performing magic is like walking a tightrope. There's always an element of danger. One little mistake can even cost you your life, you know? I wonder if she'll make it across today.
That's suspect. And what do you mean by that exactly?
Oh, nothing. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Well, when she said it was never performed by any of the Grammarized before, I immediately thought, well, it might be because it was a dangerous trick.
Maybe that, or it's a case of, like, it's basically doing the whole, like, this is the first time doing this. What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
She's gone. What was that all about? Judging by what she said, I'm gonna guess she's probably a magician too.
Come on, Apollo. We've got to get back to our seats now or we'll be late.
Oh, hey, stop pulling! Okay, let's see. Guess it's time to move back to the stage. Save. Alright, folks, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with Paper Mario, The 1,000-Year Door.